Hello, this is Drew Mahan with Cloud County Community College, college skills class. We are doing a career connections, not podcast, but a video here to connect with Cloud alumni to find out what their path was through education and into their current career. Today we have Brianna Blackwell with us. And if you want to tell us a little bit about where you grew up and what your path through education looked like.
So I grew up in Harrington, Kansas. I went to Harrington High School, lived in Harrington all my life, played all sports, and my parents were teachers, so education was really important growing up. And then from there, I took the step and went to Cloud County Community College. I was able to play volleyball and ran track there while I got my Associates of Arts degree. While I was there, I was striving to be an occupational therapist, so I took a lot of undergrad classes in anatomy, which was awesome. We had a cadaver lab, which was really cool to learn all about those things. And I was able to make a lot of connections at Cloud that have helped me in the future. From there, I was able to go to Mid-American Nazarene University, where I also ran track, and I obtained my bachelor's degree of kinesiology and exercise science.
So why did those, areas of study speak to you? What would you like about those areas?
So I've always been really interested and fascinated by the human body, but also just athletics and fitness has always fascinated me. So I remember in undergrad, I was in a kinesiology, biomechanics class, and I was able to write a paper over breaking down all the muscle groups that are working when you're hurdling. And I was 100% fascinated. It sounded like the worst thing that I was going to have to do at first, but I found something that I was passionate about and ran with it. And from there, I've just been so interested to see how the body moves, how your body is going to work so much better for you if you continue to move it from day one when you can until the rest of your life, so that you have a better life set up for you.
Oh, nice. The second question is, what's your current career and how'd you end up in that career path?
So I, from there, was planning on going to physician assistant school. So I did a lot of shadowing in undergrad, which very much so set me up. And also I was able to engage with different PAs, different nurses, different doctors, that really can help give you kind of the details and the steps of how to get to where you want to go, but also the background of things that you might not learn in school that they can educate you on, to understand what's going to happen in the real world. So I highly encourage you to reach out to people, find connections of people that are doing what you think that you want to do, and kind of take that leap and stretch to learn more about it. From there, I applied to PA school. By my third year, I finally got in. So hard work does pay off. Continue to follow your dreams and do what you need to do. I then started PA school this last year, and after I was in it for 4 years, I decided that's not the path that I wanted to do, and that is totally okay. I decided to retract and go back to the fitness industry that I was super passionate about in undergrad and had the opportunity to work in when I was on my steps to go into PA school. So from there, I'm able to help people on the preventive side of health. And once again, it's important to just kind of get yourself out there. I started by going through teacher trainings and getting extra certifications through different fitness industries like NASM and different exercise specialist certifications to kind of make myself seem more aware, knowledgeable of the things that I wanted to help people with. So I really encourage you to find those connections, take the step, take the leap, get those certifications, and then get yourself out there so that you can move forward with whatever that is that you think that you want to do, your passion.
I think that's neat that you kind of went from the medical or the office side of wellness, whether it's appointments, scheduling, clinic type feel, but you use that knowledge and now more of a business or more of a holistic fitness, health type world, more of a health and wellness. I think a lot of students maybe look at gen eds and they're like, man, I don't know why the hell I'm taking these classes. But I think everybody can get some value from a business class, an accounting class, marketing, communications, but also on the flip side, the biology, the physical science stuff. There's a lot of crossover within that health and wellness world, and that's really blowing up into million, maybe even $1 billion markets, whether it's nutrition, whether it's meals, or whether it's products, whether it's services you guys are providing. How has COVID kind of changed that industry for you guys?
So it was super awesome, super fun. Every single day there would be hundreds of people that would come into the studio. We'd be able to teach classes to connect with. You really get to know people in their own day-to-day lives, and it's something that they really look forward to come and do, and are ready to be energized and kind of release the stress of their days. So that's a super powerful and awesome thing to be able to do. As COVID hit, we had to shut down our studio and turn everything to virtual, as I'm sure most of you have seen. And so we started doing online classes so that people could have them at their fingertips to do from their homes. So it's super important to stay with like the technology side of things at all times, so that you're like aware, you're ready to go, and you can make that switch over like in the click of a button.
And some fitness and wellness, I guess, companies have maybe found out that they could save money on overhead by not having to have a facility, but that flexibility is sometimes a scary thing for the older generation. But your generation
Absolutely.
maybe is a little bit better equipped to deal with some of those curveballs. So that's pretty interesting to see. Who supported you during your education path, maybe here at Cloud, MNU, or even as you went into PT school?
My number one supporters are my parents and my family. From day one, they will support me in whatever decision I make, whether they might not think it's the best decision, whatever it is, they will support me. So find your support system that's closest to you and run with it, whoever that might be for you. From there, it's important to find a really close friend group, people that you are very like-minded, or maybe not so like-minded, but can help push you in the right direction and are leading you to positive things in your life and encouraging you through the steps and processes that you want to get to. And then being able to make connections with your teachers and your coaches is going to help so much, because at the end of the day, like, they're there to help you. And if you're making that connection, like, they're going to help you get to what you want to get to too.
So who kind of sticks out as those mentors or role models that you had during college for you?
I personally, since I did sports, I would say my coaches, both at Cloud and MNU. It's really nice to just have that strong support system, like, whether not even just on the track, but like also as an academic career. Like, they want you to succeed, and they want you to succeed for the rest of your life. And they instill that in you through practice, through everything that we do. So it's important.
And I think
to find a good.
you're pretty lucky to have coaches that also have some academic background too. So that's something that's unique with the junior college world, not so much the bigger 4-year schools. And Mid-America was private, so it was a smaller, tight-knit campus, but also I think a lot of the coaches had previous teaching experience too. So that really fit down your world of the medical or the health and wellness and fitness areas. Number 5, this one's always fun to see everybody's response, especially after COVID. What are your future goals?
So futuristically, I'm hoping that in my current job, I can learn a little more about the business side and the managerial role. And hopefully someday I can open up my own fitness studio or fitness business, however that looks. I know COVID's taken a turn on that. Now would not be the time to start my own business in a studio to have people coming in. But virtually, I've thought about getting my health coach certificate. So I don't know, something along those lines where I can continue to help people in the preventive side of health, but also maybe find myself in still maintaining the managerial role where I can guide and lead people in a positive manner within that realm. So yeah.
Right. Well, cool. What was your dream job when you were a kid? This is a bonus question.
So the bonus question, side note, when I was in high school, I didn't know if I wanted to go to college, to be honest with you. And I was like, I'm going to be a nanny. But here I am. I actually still babysit on the side because I love kids so much. There's so many ways that you can still connect with kids through fitness and health. So I'm still doing it, but I realized that I needed a little bit more from that.
I'm kind of surprised you didn't become a teacher like your parents.
I know. Who would have thought?
Yeah. Well, Bree was one of our student athletes for the track and field group, and then volleyball, of course, but I've known her ever since my first year at Cloud. And I don't think there's a better person in my mind, from my experience, that can speak about every area of Cloud, whether it's being in the dorms, activities. She gave tours as far as admissions. She's still on a video we have posted on Cloud, that virtual tour and stuff. I think you were doing the intro for that. academic wise, you were driven, athletically, you were driven. There's probably not many better examples of somebody being so involved, but yet having such a good balance too. I don't think that you really got overwhelmed with work, or the classes, and maybe at times were a little bit overwhelming, but for the most part, you were involved in everything and balanced it really well. And you benefited from every experience, whether it was financially or personally, athletically, physically, mentally. You kind of just did everything and did it really well to a high degree. So we're always bragging about our past alumni, and Bree stands out for sure. So, but her parents are now, they probably don't know this being first-time freshmen, but your parents are living close to Concordia now, but your grandfather, was he one of the first ones that helped start the college?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's some deep roots there to Cloud County.
Deep roots.
Side. Well, thanks for taking time out of your day. If anybody wants to reach out to you, whether they're going into that health and wellness field or the PT field, or maybe they're dual sport athlete, trying to get your opinions on different schools or Mid-America, would we be able to share your contact information? And
absolutely, yeah.
All right. Well, thanks again for taking some time out of your schedule, and good luck in your next endeavor.
Thank you so much. Good luck to you guys as well.